Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome back to the Matchday Tavern. My name is Key. We are live for Derry City versus CSKA Sofia in the UEFA Europa League. We're back to club football. Aren't we all glad? We've watched a lot of international football. Back to club football. The wall behind me will be changing very soon. Back to club kits. Really looking forward to this one. 3-2 down from the first leg in Sofia. Got them back to Derry, and it's going to be a big game, this one. Can they turn it around? They were 3-1 down in the first leg, Derry. And then a late goal from Olayinka made it 3-2, gave them an opportunity to kind of a decent fighting chance in the second leg, let's call it. But yes, this should be a fantastic game, an absolutely fantastic game. Looking forward to it at the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium in Derry. And it should be a really good game. Lots of love to everyone in the chat. If you're in, where are you? Let me get the chat going on screen. I'm not ignoring you folks, I promise. Hey, there we go. Good to see everyone. Shell, Aftab, City of Northville. Yeah, for anyone without who can't watch it on Solid Sport for whatever reason, it is available on Bulgaria's DM Sport HD. So you can watch it on Solid Sport with me if you so wish. That's where I'm going to be watching it. If you can't watch it on Solid Sport for whatever reason, then it's going to be on DM Sport. 3-star throw, Argentina out, I say, after that disgusting banner about the Falklands being waved about on the pitch by their players, including Golden Boy Messi. Not the first time they've done it, apparently. Not particularly good, although I must say, I do think that there was a lot of feistiness and fire to that game before the game, wasn't there? Brought up by their politicians and things like that. There was all sorts going on before the game that kind of made it a bit hotter than it needed to be, I thought. But yeah, it wasn't particularly good by the players, but particularly not, I wouldn't say not great conduct by the politicians before it either. City of Northville, Rory had a great line about yesterday. I never had this feeling before. It's horrible when you're 1-0 up, 5 minutes to go, and you know you're going to lose. It's very true. England was shocking yesterday. Shocking. And I don't want to spend too long talking about that, because we're now back to club football. But it's very true. Yes, I do think England were absolutely diabolical. And you know what I will say as well? Everyone said that, Argentina are cheats and all that. Let's just say this. There was only one side who were diving and cheating yesterday, and it certainly wasn't Argentina. Argentina, I thought, were the better side overall. Joe says Key's running late as he was out last night in Buenos Aires celebrating with the Argentinians, who's a bit hungover. Gamer Guru, I heard Key was the one who gave Argentina the banner. New haircut, Shell, yes. Cracking style, Key, unlike Tuchel. Well, listen, what can you say? How are we all doing, everyone? Good to see you all in the chat. Liam McClintock, I'm from Derry. Are you really? Good stuff. Juan Quispe says, Go CSKA, greetings from Potosi in Bolivia. Yes, I think you might be our very first Bolivian watcher. We've had lots of people from around the world, but maybe our first Bolivian. Lots of love to you, mate. Be a McCarran Sofia fan on my plane yesterday. Really? Heading over this way? Well, at least I've got the kits right. I normally get the kits wrong. I'm worried about getting the kits right on the thumbnail. Tonight I've got them right. CSKA Sofia in the new third kit. All, well, black top, red shorts, red socks. Derry, of course, in their normal colours. Stripes. The stripes, the candy stripes as they're known. The candy stripes against the army men. I didn't know this until today, by the way. But did you know that CSKA Sofia, CSKA in CSKA Sofia, stands for the Central Sports Club of the Army? CSKA, the Central Sports Club of the Army in Sofia. That's why they're called the Army Men. There you go. Let's go through the teams anyway, because the lineups are out. Let's go through them. It is as follows. Brian Mayer in goal for Derry. Connor Barr at the back with Christy Grogan, Patrick McLean, Brandon Fleming, Adam O'Reilly, Ellis Chapman, Barry Cotter. The goal scorer from last week, James Olayinka, Michael Duffy and Kevin Santos. That is the lineup for Derry. Very surprised, actually, by that. A couple of players missing that I would have thought might have been in the lineup. Let's take a look at CSKA Sofia. For Sofia, they've gone with Dimitar Evtimov, Theodore Ivanov, Facundo Rodriguez, Pastor, Angelo Martino. In midfield, Petko Panayotov, Isaac Solé, Bruno Jordão, who did score in last week's first leg, Stefano Sensi, the danger man, many would consider to be the danger man, Leandro Godoy, the number 9 for CSKA Sofia, and the man who scored 2 goals last week in the first leg, Ioannis Pittas. Head coach Hristo Yanev. And I think, you never guess who's on the bench, Shell. Shell, you'll never ever guess who's on the bench. Shell is our resident Evertonian. They've only got Jean-Philippe Gabamin on the bench for CSKA Sofia. Can't believe it. Completed my placement key. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Great news, mate. Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Well done, you. Timbo, I am depressed. Clinically depressed. What after England going out? Pull yourself together, man. Chelsea's back soon. You'll love Chelsea again. You can enjoy football again with Chelsea, can't you? Yep, the Red Dogs, as they're otherwise known as well. Not just the army men, the Red Dogs. Okay. Nearly kick-off time. We'll be chatting through all sorts as the game goes on. Obviously, not just the game itself. If you're new around here, if this is your first time watching a Matchday Tavern stream, I'm sure we'll be covering all sorts during the live, including probably the World Cup and including various other things. CSKA Sofia knock it long from kick-off and straight out for the throw-in. Odd approach. Will Liverpool still clap at 20 minutes next season? Do you know what? I don't know, mate. I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know how helpful it was last season. I think it was important. It was a tribute worth doing, but I also would say it was probably... Yeah, it didn't always help the team. Timbo, I can't enjoy Chelsea keyword shit. CSK, ball pulled back. That's terrible defending. Edge of the box. Oh, Derry living dangerously already. B. McCarran, I want Derry to win this one. Yeah, I'm cheering Derry on as well. Why not? Bottle job England. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Michael Snip says CSKA Sofia to win this one 3-1. Well, a 3-2 up from the first leg, and the opening couple of minutes has all been Sofia. Fast start. Penny Bont also playing Shell. Yeah, I was having a look at Penny Bont. I might have done that game, to be honest. But they are down against Santa Coloma. Don't fancy Penny Bont to win that one away from home. Alex, that evening key, how are things? Very good, mate. How's things with you? We're just watching Derry City versus CSKA Sofia in the Europa League. We're back to club football on the Tavern. Timbo, I just can't believe Tuchel bottled it like that and went even more defensive than Southgate. If we sacked him, I wouldn't be bothered. I think we have to sack him. Honestly, he's the second highest paid manager at the World Cup. We've gone out at the first team, the first decent team that we've played, and the manner in which we've gone out has been appalling. The whole reason that England appointed Thomas Tuchel was to be a forward-thinking coach. It was to be a manager that would do the exact opposite to what he did in that situation. And the irony is that Thomas Tuchel literally last summer, was talking about how England went out of the Euros under Gareth Southgate, and he commented, didn't he? He said, I think that England went out because they played not to lose rather than played to win. They feared losing rather than playing to win. And if that is that not exactly the definition of what happened last night with England? Cayman, greetings, Key from the Philippines, mate. Love the Philippines. Good to see you, man. Is Sofia the capital city of Bulgaria, Key? It is, isn't it? I think so. I'm pretty good with capital cities. I think it is. I'm almost certain it is. Yeah, I think it is the capital of Bulgaria. Yeah, it is. I did send my mum and dad once on I was trying to do something nice, and I did send my mum and dad on an impromptu holiday to Varna, which I believe is in the east of Bulgaria. They said it's very warm and the people were lovely. It was very, very Soviet. It was very, very Soviet. It wasn't quite, given my mum and dad aren't necessarily worldly travellers. So yeah, it was an experience for him in Varna. England fighting outside in London. England fans? That's no surprise. Gamer Guru, if England held a banner mocking a country for a war over occupied land, there would be global outrage. I mean, Christ, there's global outrage over everything these days. Do you think Bellingham was out of order for the double slap key? Yes, I do. I think what's happened is, is it Barco? I think it was Barco, wasn't it, who said something to him. And inevitably, it's something in Spanish that Bellingham understands, maybe, and Bellingham's walked over and smacked him round the back of the head. I just think it's a bit bitter. Sore loser. If someone's beat you in a game of football and someone giving it a bit of mouth, yeah, you just take it. I can understand you'd be upset, but you just take it, move on. Walk off the pitch, move on, get on with the next game. Nothing can be gained by going up to a player and slapping him. Just made him look like a bigger bell, to be honest. Derry come forward. Good football from Derry. And CSKA Sofia win it back. Clarky, my mate, plays for Derry City, Key. Alright, who is it? How's it going, Gabriel? Joe, how to watch this game? I'll give you a big clue, mate. It's right in the centre of your screen, just here. City of Northville, the ref could have carded him, but the game was over and England were out. So there was no real point. I'd agree with that. Oh no, Penny Bonter down to 10 men in their game against Santa Coloma. Apparently he said something racist to Jude. Well, I mean, yeah, again, I've not heard anything about that. Right, so Derry are currently in possession on the halfway line. And it's gone out for a throw into Derry. Nice. Olayinka did very well there. Oh, it was Santos, wasn't it? Santos on the left-hand side. First Argentina goal went in, that ginger lad was on the pitch screaming in the England players' faces when he wasn't even playing. I mean, again, you can't underestimate the strength of feeling from Argentina to England because it's very, very fresh. For a lot of them, they'll have, family who were affected by that war and stuff like that. It's still very, very hot, very raw. Obviously, that wouldn't forgive a racist comment. That was That would be stupidity, but again, there's no allegation as far as I'm aware. Man United fan, how are you watching the game? You can watch it two ways. I'm watching it on Solid Sport. And you can also watch it, I believe, on Diema Sport HD, which is a Bulgarian channel, if you have it. Most clubs opting to start pre-season in August is wise. Well, I mean, Liverpool certainly aren't. Andoni Iraola's already got Liverpool in and well drilled. We've got 3 games coming up before the end of July, including Leeds, Sunderland and Wrexham. I'll be watching all 3 of them. Corner on the far side to Derry. Here we go. First big chance of the game for the home team. Ross, surely no one sits and watches this bloke instead of the game. You'd be surprised, mate. It's quite fun. We have a chat, we have a laugh. It's all good. You'd be surprised how many people enjoy a watch along these days. Joe, are you watching any games tomorrow, as it looks very light on fixtures? No game tomorrow. Ball whipped in. Oh, flicked on the near post by CSKA and cleared away on the far side. They're not, I tell you what, they're really going for it. Early start, like sort of opening 10 minutes here. You've got Derry really throwing everything at this one. Fast start. I think Tiernan and Lynch will be quite happy with how it's going. Michelle, have you seen our new away kit key? I like it. The white one, yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's quite funny. I don't like the CMC markets. It still looks weird as a sponsor for Everton. Lock Key, do you have a prediction for the World Cup final? My prediction for the World Cup final would be Spain 2-0. 2-0. Whose fault is the loss? The manager, obviously, right? Yeah, 100%. It's all on Tuchel for me. It's 100% on Tuchel. Is Pau Kabasi better than Stones? No. I think he will be in time. Absolutely, Carlin. Yep. Derry City, CSKA Sofia. We've got a player down on the far side. I think it's... Is it Olayinka? Yep, Olayinka down. Tell you what, CSKA fans are loving life. They're like Newcastle fans, tops off. Giving it the big chance, whatever it is they're saying. I don't know, I don't understand Bulgarian. Who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. But I love watching football. And we enjoy watching football together, and that's what this channel is about. We watch football together every single day, pretty much, apart from tomorrow. Because tomorrow, there genuinely is nothing other than El Denze versus Millwall in a friendly. Carl, I'm big up Key for this. I'm an Arsenal fan, but love this. This is what we do, mate. We watch games every day. We've watched. We're going to be watching next week, as soon as the World Cup final finishes. We're doing Sturm Graz against Hearts in the Champions League. Been looking forward to that one for a long time. And yeah, Derry, can they get into the Europa League? Good ball in. Oh, unlucky. Mayer was a bit... He was all at sea there, I think, Brian Mayer. Couldn't quite... I think he might have lost it in the sun, to be honest. Oh, what a run by Santos. Derry are in if they get this right. Got to play the ball. It must be. Oh, it's fresh air shots. Absolute fresh air in the 6-yard box. Oh, what are you doing? That's a huge moment in the game. It's a fabulous run down the left-hand side. And I think it was it Olayinka who puts the cross in. And it's an unbelievable cross. And he gets it so right. And it's O'Reilly just drifting in from midfield. Oh, he's got to finish that. He's absolutely got to finish that. He's got to level it up for Derry there. That's so poor. Man, you edits when in Liverpool playing their first pre-season game. 25th, and I'm going to be live for it. It's a 12:30 kickoff. As in 12:30, like half midnight. So, yeah, it's a late one. If you want to watch it with me, I'll be there. CSKA Sofia in down the left-hand side. Good ball. Ow, nearly an own goal. It's gone behind for the corner. Fucking hell, it was McLean. Patrick McLean at the back. Oh, it's a great run from Sofia. And it's Solé who puts the cross in, and McLean kind of loses. A bit of an argument going on at the back between the CANDYSTRIPES, and they can't quite get the bearings. Look at him screaming. I think he's unsure of who was tracking the runner there, but he had nobody for a minute, Solé, and he got his head up, puts a good ball in. McLean puts it behind for a corner kick. Corner for CSK, headed away by Derry. That's much better. Bishak, how can I watch this game? Can you let me know, anyone? It's right there, mate, in the middle of the screen. I've made it super easy for everyone. It's right there for you. If you're watching on TikTok, obviously you won't be able to see it. But if you're watching everywhere else, you can see it right there in the middle of the screen. This is where you can watch it. Locke says, Key, what are your thoughts on Man United signing Tielemans? He played 20. He only got 21 starts last season. He had a lot of injuries. He's getting to that point where his injuries are piling up. As a player, standalone player, fabulous. As a signing, is it a better signing than Aston Villa going signing João Gomez? Probably not. No, probably not. I think João Gomez is definitely a better signing. Definitely. But it's a good signing. It is a good signing. It's a smart signing from United. It's just a question of whether or not they're able to. That doesn't say where to watch it, Key. It says, "Come on, Argentina, best team ever." And then the Argentina kit immediately behind me, just in case you were unsure where my loyalties lie. Finners Matty, João Gomez to Villa was unexpected. I was seeing reports saying Liverpool were interested. Yeah, I thought that as well. I thought we might go in for him. Is Key on the side? Is there? No, it's Aqua Libre, pure filtered water. I'm getting called a Tory because I'm drinking water from a can. I didn't buy them. I got sent them. I've got loads of them, absolutely loads of them. So I'm just working my way through them. Bishalk, is this app or website? It's TV. Solid Sport or Diema Sport 1. Finch says, do you think Argentina players should be banned for holding that banner about the Falklands? We've just been chatting about that. Honestly, I don't know. Because I honestly don't know what it said. I don't know. I'd say it was in poor taste. But England fans have long sang things about the war. You know, it's, I don't know. It's just, it's all a little bit daft to me. Poor ball, wonderful chance for Sofia, must be. Oh, what a save. Oh, Mayo with a big save to keep it 0-0. It's a great goal. It's a great game this so far. CSKA Sofia have had a couple of chances themselves. Derry on the counter-attack have hit them. Probably should have scored themselves, so it's been good. Got them sent, did you shite? Seen you shoplifted in Waitrose in the early hours with your Monterex tracksuit and your ballet. I don't think they sell these in Waitrose. I don't even know where my nearest Waitrose is. That tells you how middle class I am. Evening Mrs. T and Little Lady T. Is she in? She's not in, is she? I don't think so. They'll be having tea now. Ethan, I hate politics getting in with football. Listen, it's people for you. Football welcomes all sorts of people into it, and there's divvies all over the world, mate. And yeah, there's always going to be people who sing and say awful stuff for different reasons. Banner said the Falcons belong to Argentina. It's one thing fans doing it, but players should never be getting involved. The Argentina manager said so himself. I mean, yeah, probably, but again, what do you do with that? Like, maybe they get a warning about future conduct. Should they miss games of football for putting that banner up? I don't know. Where did they get the banner from? Did they pull it down from out of the stands, or was it pre-prepared by one specific player? I don't know if a witch hunt is necessary. I agree. It's probably not in great taste, but I wouldn't want to see players miss a World Cup final for that. Not for me. I don't want to see players miss a World Cup final for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do mind, but I personally, I don't think people should be missing the game of their lives for a silly banner. I think there's other things you can maybe do to warn them about future conduct, and maybe just have a chat with them and say, lads, maybe that wasn't the smartest thing you could have done, Connolly, how did England get on last night? We lost, mate. Yeah, we lost 2-1. Surprised you've not heard about it, to be honest. Yes, why? How's it going, man? Long time no see. I'm not happy with Spurs getting Savinho. Why not? Keith Sintellin's not English. Absolutely. Couldn't give a monkeys about it, honestly. FIFA are looking into it, and I hope they get banned. Why? That just sounds like sour grapes. Why? We've already lost. We've already lost. We're out. I don't care. Honestly, I don't mind what... It was a stupid banner. It was a silly moment to do it. I think you can maybe warn them, fine them, give some money to charity. But as far as actually suspending players for the biggest game of their lives, I think that's a step too far. Of course I heard about it. You are cheeks. Ha 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 ha. If you heard about it, why did you ask about it? I wasn't interested. Honestly, I was cheering. Look at me, I've got an Argentina shirt behind me, cock. I was cheering for the Argies halfway through. I'm only messing. I wasn't. I didn't really care. I didn't really care. Key, how the hell, what Slovenian bookie do I need to call? Well, I've got over 1.5, and to be honest, we should have had already over 1.5 in this game. Both teams have had lots of chances. Derry certainly should have scored. O'Reilly's missed a sitter. The banner was handed to them by the Argentine fans. They've done it before in the past and got fined. The fine didn't work, it seems, so tougher measures needed to follow. Again, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think it's hard to designate sort of who's responsible for it, who got it out of the crowd, who held it. Did they know they were holding that particular flag or sign? I don't know. It's going to be difficult. Very difficult to apportion blame. Big up you watching the Irish and Northern Irish teams. Great publicity. I love watching footy, and this is a great game, and we've got club football on, and it's brilliant. Derry 3-2 down from the first leg. 20 minutes in, they should be level. But it's a free kick to CSKA Sofia. Gamer Guru, suspend Argentina and let Egypt go to the final. I mean, Egypt brought politics into it. Egypt did the same sort of thing, or a similar sort of thing, didn't they? I think the coach... Didn't the coach get in trouble for it? Or there was some sort of... I don't know, some reference to Palestine and all that stuff. And, yeah, I don't know. I think it's all a bit mad. It's all a bit mad. CSKA Sofia clear it away. Macro says, who cares? England were horrible. Agreed. Very much agreed. Do you think Rodgers goes to Arsenal and Barcola to Liverpool? Rodgers to Arsenal, no. Because they've just signed a deal for Solis from Club Bruges. So, I don't think Arsenal will sign. I think they've replaced Trossard with Solis. And I think that's kind of... Yeah, I don't expect Arsenal to make another big move, to be honest. They might now go and get a centre-back. Because Saliba out for 5 months, by the way. Saliba out for 5 months. Wowzers. That's a big blow for Arsenal. Unknown, only Bellingham was good. The rest were English League One players. Fabrizio just said Arsenal will accelerate a deal for Rodgers like 5 minutes ago. I mean, I'll be honest, I'd be delighted. I'd be made up if Arsenal went and signed Morgan Rodgers. I don't think that's a good move at all. Do I think they do it? I'd be very surprised because I don't know where Morgan Rodgers plays for Arsenal. Don't see where he fits in, to be honest. What do you think of Man United's transfer window so far? Underwhelming. Yeah, you were going to go for a couple of big players. You've signed Andre Santos and Tielemans. That's I mean, I think the Tielemans signing is maybe a smart one, but it's not the, you know, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes. It's not the big, even the Mateus Fernandes. It's not the big signing that Man United fans were promised in the middle of the park. Yo, Wim, how's it going? 25 minutes in. Max, where are you from? I am from the northwest of England. Gamer Guru, we've got a few shock signings coming. Source, trust me, bro. Another signing's coming for United. I can't see it. I really can't see that. I know there's some people who think that it is. I don't see a world in which Andre Santos leaves Chelsea, where he only got something like 20, 25 games last season. One of the reasons he's left Chelsea is for more minutes, more starts. And Andre Santos to Man United, I don't think he goes there unless he's got an assurance of playing. I think Kobbie Mainoo will be a key starter for United. And I don't see Yuri Tielemans leaving Villa unless he's got a reasonable assurance he's going to be a top player for Man United as well. So when you think about that, I could see United go and get in a fourth player, but that fourth player would probably be an 18 to 20-year-old, relatively inexperienced player, I would imagine. Not a player like Baleba or, you know, a big, let's say a top-end 70 to 80 million plus signing. I don't see that. Key, when are we going to see some career mode? Keys at the wheel. You really want to see some FIFA career mode? I think we'd have to wait till the new FIFA's out. I bloody hate the old FIFA. Callum, are you doing the last 2 games in the World Cup? Yes, mate, I will be. Of course I am. We'll be doing the World Cup third place playoff on Saturday, the World Cup final on Sunday, and then on Tuesday I'm back with Sturm Graz against Hearts in the Champions League. Hearts in the Champions League. Yes, you heard it right. Back to the real topic at hand. What kind of stupid tactics was Tuchel thinking? Some of the worst tactics and subs I've ever seen. Yeah, it was shocking from Tuchel. Derry driving forward. Good run. And is that a foul? No. Referee says no. Play on. CSKA win it back. It's getting a bit more like a chess match in the last 10 minutes. Teams probably just holding their shape, not willing to commit too much. CSKA Sofia know that if they concede, that Derry will get their tails up. Equally, Derry know that they're already a goal down. If they concede another, 4-2 might be too difficult to come from. come from behind. Forest in talks with Spurs for Bergvall. That'd be a great signing for Forest. 38 million quid. It's a bargain. Oh, what a pass from Solé. Straight through to Maya. Good football. Radiohead says, must be a shitty thing to play after heartbreak after the semis to play for third place. Yeah, listen, that's going to be a really interesting game, that. From an England perspective, Thomas Tuchel, what does he do? Does he rotate heavily? Could we see maybe England change things up and go with, you know, do they bring in someone like Tony or Watkins, or, you know, does Rashford get a go? Like, what are we expecting to happen in that third place playoff? Because for me, I think Tuchel can't really afford... Because, listen, Mbappe is still very much in with a shout for the Golden Boot, isn't he? And this is still the World Cup. Any goals that he scores in that tournament, in that game, count towards... count towards him winning the Golden Boot. He's currently joint top with Messi. Bellingham's 2 behind him. Kane's 2 behind him. It's basically between Mbappe and Messi. Mbappe will be looking at that England game and thinking, right, if I get a couple, if I get 1 or 2, I'm sorted for this World Cup. I'll get the Golden Boot. And if he wins the Golden Boot, he's got a good chance of the Ballon d'Or then maybe as well. So, I really think you could look at Mbappe seeing a big opportunity in this England game. Whereas England, I think Thomas Tuchel can't afford to lose badly. Lose badly and he gets sacked. Intel, I've enjoyed your commentary. Love from Congo. Been an England fan since the days of Owen. Nice. Good lad. Appreciate you, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Callum says, Key, do you hate or do you think international football is ruined by these tinfoil hats saying Argentina is rigged? Yeah. There's no way the game's been rigged for Argentina. And it's not been rigged for any other country. I don't think, I am of the opinion, I know I'm maybe in a minority here, but I don't think there has been any corruption at this World Cup. Short of them actually maybe being awarded the World Cup. Same as Saudi, same as Qatar, same as Russia. Getting awarded the World Cup is about where the corruption started and stopped. I don't think there's been any in terms of actual decisions on the pitch. In my opinion. I imagine people will disagree. What do you mean, the Egypt game? What happened in the Egypt game? Go on, enlighten me. What happened in the Egypt game that was massively corrupt? Who's the best Derry City player? I mean, you got James McLean on the bench. James McLean, you might remember from his days at Stoke and Wrexham and Wigan and Sunderland. You know, you could say James McLean. Michael Duffy's been a star for him for a good few years as well. Olayinka scored in the first leg. FA have just come out on Sky saying they are sticking with Tuchel. I really don't think that's a smart move. I don't think that's a smart move at all. And apparently, by the way, there is no love lost. I was listening to Graham Hunter. Graham Hunter, who is obviously the Spanish football correspondent for Sky, he was talking about there is real no love lost between the Bellingham family and Thomas Tuchel. They really, really don't like him. They don't like each other, evidently. I just think there's an undercurrent there with Bellingham and Tuchel. And I somehow don't think Thomas Tuchel will be in charge for the next tournament for England. I think he'll be gone. And I hope he is, if I'm dead honest. Welshwing, I'm watching the Odyssey for my birthday tomorrow, okay? I don't even know what that is. Well, I know what the Odyssey is. Is the Odyssey... Oh, hang on a minute. Is the Odyssey the new one where it's got... I forget the name now. I forget the name. They were in Juno and the one with Leo. I forget the name. I can't remember the name. FIFA are giving the peace prize to Trump and lifting the ban on the American striker after calling from Trump smacks of them bending the knee to the American administration. I mean, I don't know about bending the knee to the American administration. They lifted a ban. And they didn't lift a ban, they suspended the ban. And they did that with 2 other countries. Did that with, was it 3 actually? I think it was 3 other countries. Senegal got their ban suspended. Portugal, Ronaldo got his ban suspended. So he could play in the World Cup. There was precedent set for other countries as well. So no, I don't think USA got any special treatment at all. Yes. Yeah, that's the one. Elliot Page plays the Greek warrior. That's the one. Tuchel gets way too much hype as a manager, in my opinion. I'd agree, Craig. Absolutely agree. $31. You only get a lot of views when you hate talk Arsenal. We built you. No, that's not quite true, mate. That's not quite true. Michael, what are you drinking, Key? I'm drinking water. Aqua Libre still water. Key, can't take any of your England takes seriously. You don't even support the nation. Do you need to support the nation to give a take on the team? I mean, if you think so, then fair enough. I don't. I think I'm a Liverpool fan. I can quite easily give a view on Bournemouth and Newcastle. I don't necessarily need to be a fan of those clubs to give a view on them. And I'd say the same for you. I think you can have an opinion on it. I don't think there's any issue with that. Don't have to worry about the hydration break anymore, Key. Rob says, oh, trust me, I'm an Ireland national team supporter. They get a lot of criticism from me. That's it. I agree. I mean, that's it. I don't understand why it's such an issue, really. Dennis, what country do you support? I don't really support any country. I find international football quite tedious. I'm a Liverpool fan. I enjoy watching every football game. Love watching football. Just don't really have any passionate support for any national side. And that's, you know, I don't necessarily think that's a terrible thing. I don't want England to fail. I just don't really care if they lose. And that's, you know, I'm not invested in it. You're saying you hope he's gone by the next tournament England plays, but whether he's still here or not, why does it matter to you? But again, I hope he's gone because I think England will have a better chance of success in the next tournament. So what's the issue with that? Again, you're very, very selective about what you're angry and upset about. Why not just take the point? Why not argue the point instead of arguing the arguer? It suggests you're not very confident in your own argument. Why do you think Thomas Tuchel should stay? That's maybe a more productive argument for you to make. Why do you think Thomas Tuchel should remain? What's he done? If England played Liverpool, who would you support? I mean, that's not even in question. CSKA Sofia down the right-hand side. Good ball in. Good defending again. Massive, massive header from Grogan at the back. Guilty spark. It's so hard to get behind England. I obviously want us to succeed, but I find it too tedious. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Craig, the whole point of Tuchel was not to do what Southgate did, and he did worse last night. Fair. NUFC, Tuchel needs to be sacked. It was like watching Newcastle 1-0 up and sit back until we get beat. CSKA knock it long, again intercepted. And good clearance from Bar. Soleil's had a good game. Soleil's had a very, very good game for CSKA down that left-hand side. But young Connor Barr, 20 years of age, signed for Derry from Cliftonville. My point is, if you don't support the nation, whether they good or bad moves in moving the manager, it don't worry you at all what they do. It doesn't worry me, but I can have a view on it, can't I? I can have a view on it. And I think it'd be better for England if they moved him on. This charming Dan, the fact that some people can't get their head around the fact you don't care about the national team is crazy to me. I think they've been out in the sun too long. Honestly, it's more just that they're conflating it with like a hatred for England. There's no hatred. It's an absence of feeling. I have no feeling strong either way. Like I said, when it came down to it, England or Argentina, who do you want? Of course I'd rather England win. Of course I want them to win. But I'm not bothered if they don't. That's why last night, Christ, you should have seen people. The discourse from people last night. There was people calling each other all sorts of names. Bring back Gareth Southgate. Fleming's not happy. I think it's going to be a corner, is it? Does he give a corner, the lino? Yeah. Jesus, what happened there? Honestly, even the CSKA Sofia players didn't think that was a corner. I think that was a very silly decision from the linesman. Very, very silly. It's going to be a ball in from the right-hand side from Sensi. If Sofia score from this, there'll be absolute riots. No, it's cleared away. Jim Bowen, cheers from Canada. Yes, Jim. Moyes next England manager. I swerve that. Chrissy, you had English managers and weren't happy. You had foreign managers and still not happy. Well, I wouldn't go as far as we had foreign managers or English managers I wasn't happy. I was always content with Gareth Southgate. Key, do you like any other clubs other than Liverpool? Any in France or Germany, etc.? Yeah, I like Auxerre is my French team. Fiorentina is my Italian team. Got a couple of Spanish teams. I like Betis. I like Villarreal. I like Malaga as well. Betis, Villarreal, Malaga. Can't really pick between those three. Yes, if I had to pick one, I would probably just say Malaga. No, Betis. Betis. I like Betis. I'd go with Betis. Been to La Rosaleda many times watching Malaga, but I'd probably just say I was more of a Betis fan. Celtic or Rangers? Honestly, again, I don't feel strongly about either of them. I guess if I had to pick one, if it was like, gun to your head, you've got to pick one, Rangers or Celtic, I'd probably side with Rangers, ever so slightly. And that's as much to do with the fact that Gerrard played for them. Managed them. Souness played for them. I know Kenny played for Celtic as well. So, there's not a lot in it. There's not a lot in it. But I guess Gerrard managing Rangers, I'd probably just side with Rangers, just ever so slightly. I loved watching Celtic growing up, though. Larson, Sutton, Hartson, Donnelly. Great stuff. Arteta next England manager. You don't need Arteta for the next England manager. They already play like Arsenal. Jesus, you prefer Rangers, English, I suppose. I mean, it's a very mild preference. Like I said, honestly, it would have to be gun to my head to make a decision, and I don't really care. I'm honestly, I'm much... If I had to pick a Scottish team, I'd be far more likely to choose... Oh, was that a foul? Christ, there's a couple of players down here. Yeah, if I had to pick a Scottish team, I'd probably be more of a Livingston fan than anyone. I watched, and only because I did a watch-along of Livingston Ross County when the channel first started. And it was brilliant. It was fantastic. So, I kind of became an honorary Livingston fan. Gonna want to watch some AC Milan this season. Yeah, we will definitely watch some AC Milan this season. We'll cover some AC Milan this season for sure. We'll do lots of Italian football, Spanish football, probably a bit of... Will we do German football? I don't know. But we watched 40 different competitions in 2025. I'm sure we'll watch similar amounts again. Loco, Key, if money didn't matter where in the world would you relocate to and why? If money didn't matter? Seville. Yeah. Or somewhere in Greece. Rhodes was beautiful. Anywhere around Lindos. Lindos in Greece. Yeah, Lindos in Greece or Seville. Any of them. Seville's the most beautiful place I've ever been to in the whole world. Been all over the world. Been very, very lucky. Travelled a fair bit. Lindos and Seville. Unbelievable. How about doing some Como? We did some Como as well, yeah. We did do some Como games last year. Oh, this is brilliant football. Derry are in. Must score. Hit it. Oh, off the post. Oh, that's your chance. That's your chance. Oh, they've had so many opportunities here. And it was Duffy. Excellent football again down that left-hand side from Santos. He's caused all the problems today for Derry. And Duffy gets in. And he just smashes it near post. Off the post and back out. Oh, that's such a shame. Two big chances for Derry in this first half to level things up. O'Reilly should have scored for me earlier in the game, and then Duffy's just smashed the post. Not Butlins, Key. Yeah, I've been to Butlins. Do you know what? Butlins was alright. I didn't mind Butlins. We went down there for the 80s. Was it 80s or 90s? 90s weekender, and I went as Beetlejuice. Have you been to Ireland? I have, yeah. Well, I've been to Dublin. I've not been to anywhere else in Ireland, admittedly. And I'd like to go to more places in Ireland. Diamand or Barcola at Liverpool, who would you prefer? Comfortably Diamand. Barcola is not a Liverpool player, believe me. Barcola is a very, very poor signing for anyone. Doesn't suit Liverpool at all. Doesn't suit the Premier League at all. There's no added time at all in this game. Zero added time. The referee's blown up, bang on full time, and the game's ended with a furious argument between the Derry City players at the back. I think it was Cotter and McLean, actually, who were arguing as they're going off the pitch. There'll be words had in that dressing room. Go to Cork. I'd love to. I'd love to travel Ireland a little bit more. Why did Seville resonate to you that much? Honestly, if you've never been, it's the most... Oh, do you know what it's like? It's Paris, right? So when you go to Paris, if you've ever been to Paris before, when you're walking around Paris, you spend most of your day looking up because the buildings are unbelievable. They're all like, the architecture's stunning. It's like you're walking in art. It's incredible parts of Paris. Parts. Not all of Paris. Some parts of Paris are an absolute shithole. But parts of Paris, absolutely beautiful. But I wasn't a massive fan of, like, just the food, the culture. It wasn't... Paris isn't really for me. Seville, it's that arabesque architecture. It's gorgeous. The people are lovely. The food is wonderful. The sun... It's just paradise. It's beautiful. Welshwing, half-time quiz. Top 20 highest Premier League goal scorers who have never played in the Champions League. What a quiz this is. Love this from Welshwing. Here we go, half-time quiz. Let's get the quiz up on screen over here. Half-time quiz. Top 20 Premier League goal scorers who never played in the Champions League. Matt Le Tissier's got to be up there. I'd be astonished if Matt Le Tissier isn't in there. Matt Le Tissier. Who else might be in there? Top 20, no Champions League. Who else have we got so far? Who might be in there? Matt Le Tissier is second. Okay, Vardy did. And Achabi is 15th. Oh my god. I was going to say Yakubu then, but Yakubu will have played in the Champions League for Maccabi Haifa, wouldn't he? Back in the day. So, Anachabi 15th. Right. Kevin Phillips. Oh, that's a great shout. Kevin Phillips is third. Lewis, half-time in the Derry game. It is, mate. Yeah, it's 0-0, but it's been a game full of chances. CSKA Sofia, couple of chances themselves, but two massive moments for Derry to take the lead in the game and get them back level on the tie. It's still 3-2 to Sofia on aggregate. Mikel Antonio's not a bad shout. Niall Quinn, 2. I like that one. Yeah, Niall Quinn. Kevin Davis. What about Kevin Davis? He was in the Prem for a long time. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, he never played in the Champions League. Duncan Ferguson. Duncan Ferguson never played Champions League football, did he? Kevin Davis is 4th. Yes, sir. Love that. Can't believe we've still not got number 1. Tyler, how are you watching it? It's on Solid Sport is where I'm watching it. But you can also watch it on Diema Sports 1, which is a Bulgarian channel, I believe. Patrick Bamford. Has he been in the Prem for long enough? I keep thinking of like Lampard. Not Lampard. Les Ferdinand definitely played in the Champions League, didn't he, for Newcastle. So it ain't Les. Big Dunk is 9th. Big Dunk. Right, so we're looking for long-term English centre-forwards. Charlie Knight, what game are you watching? We're watching Derry City against CSKA Sofia in the Europa League. Derry 3-2 down from the first leg. It's 0-0 at half-time, but been lots of chances. So, looking forward to the second half. Thurrasan, I've gone over 1.5 in the game, foolishly. I thought Derry over 1.5, or rather over 1.5 CSKA to qualify. I thought Derry might turn it round, but I think the honest truth is it's probably going to be CSKA to win it. Sam Gallagher. Again, it's tough, this. Very tough. Watkins, Rogers. Peter Odemwingie is 8th. I like that. Would never have got Peter Odemwingie. Again, he was in the Prem a while, wasn't he? Peter Odemwingie's 8th. Players who never played in the Prem. Sorry, in the Champions League. Tough. Very tough. Darren Bent. Oh, I think Darren Bent would have probably scored, and well, he would have definitely played in the Champions League for Spurs, wouldn't he? Sure he would have. James Beattie is a very good shout. James Beattie's a good shout. Ollie Watkins has, yeah. What about James Beattie? Bent his first. Oh, well, maybe he didn't play in it for Tottenham then. James Beattie. Who else? Never played in the Champions League. It is a rogue shout. Did Christian Benteke ever play in the Champions League? Because he played for us, but I don't think we played in the Champions League when he played for us. I think we were in the Europa League. I think Christian Benteke is an answer. Because he never played in it for Villa and he never played in it for Palace. So I wonder whether Benteke is in there. I think Christian Benteke might be a shout. Beattie is 12th. Nice. Benteke isn't on here. Oh, well. He never played Champions League with us. Maybe he did somewhere else. Andy Carroll, did he play Champions League football with us? No, he didn't. Andy Carroll didn't play Champions League football. Definitely not. Yeah, Matt Letizia is second in the list. With DC United. Yeah, he didn't play Champions League football with them. Benteke never played Champions League. He was in the squad but didn't appear. Well, there you go. Either way, he's not in the list. He's not in the list that Welsh Wing has. Hasselbank has definitely played. Hasselbank definitely. Chris Sutton did when he played for Celtic. Kevin Campbell, would he have played in it for Arsenal? Kevin Campbell might have done for Arsenal, possibly. Don't think Gary Speed did, though. Kevin Campbell and Gary Speed might be worth a look. Tony Cottee as well. Yeah, Gary Speed, Tony Cottee, Kevin Campbell. All three of those very good shouts. Kevin Campbell has played in the Champions. Oh, right, okay. What about the other two? Cottee and whoever else I said. Who else did I say? Chris Armstrong had a bunch of goals for Tottenham. Yeah. Chris Armstrong is another good shout. Played for Palace, played for Tottenham, but neither of them played Champions League football. Hey, Richarlison. Richarlison's never played in the Champions League. He's another one worth looking at. He's definitely... Oh, although he would have done for Spurs now, wouldn't he? I don't know then. I'm struggling. Cottee is 20th. Tony Cottee's 20th. Anichebe scored more Premier League goals than Tony Cottee. I can't believe that. Victor Anichebe has scored more Premier League goals than Tony Cottee. Good grief. Garvey, what channel is the game on? The game is on Solid Sport and it's on Diema Sport HD. Raul Jimenez. Would he have played in it for Benfica? I think he would have done, wouldn't he? Les Ferdinand definitely played Champions League football for Newcastle, for sure. Yeah, no, it's not on Virgin Media, mate. No, it is. It's 100% on Solid Sport and Diema Sports. Strand Larson, Cunha, Harry Wilson. Cunha will have played Champions League football before, for sure. Ian, hi Key, hope you're well. Thank goodness domestic football is back. Yes, club football, we love it. Mateta, Harry Wilson. Both good shouts. Honestly, that's Mateta is 17th. I have to say, I am astonished. If Mateta and Anichebe, even James Beattie, I would never have said they'd have scored more than Tony Cottee. Wilf Zaha. Zaha will have played Champions League football, wouldn't he? Played Champions League football with Man United, I think. Didn't he? Wilf Zaha. And he might even have played it when he went to Galatasaray. Played for Galatasaray for the season, so I'm sure he'll have played it for them. Yes. He has played in the Champions League, so it's not Wilf Zaha. Les Ferdinand didn't. Les Ferdinand definitely didn't play in the Champions League. I am almost certain that Les Ferdinand did. In fact, I'm almost certain that he played for Newcastle in the game against Barcelona in the Champions League, didn't he? Did he not? 95 to 97. No, that was... No, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. You're right. Les Ferdinand didn't play Champions League football. That's very true. Les Ferdinand's got to be in there. Les Ferdinand should be top then, shouldn't he? If Les Ferdinand didn't play it, Dion Dublin is 5th. Yeah, Les Ferdinand. I always thought he would have played in... I don't know why. I've got it in my head that he played against Barcelona for Newcastle, but evidently he'd gone by that point. And I know Asprilla obviously scored in it, but I thought Les Ferdinand was in the squad. But hey, what do we know? There you go. It is top 20 goal scorers in the Premier League who've never played in the Champions League. So far, we've got Tony Cottee, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Victor Anichebe, James Beattie, Duncan Ferguson, Peter Odemwingie, Dion Dublin, Kevin Davis, Kevin Phillips, Matt Le Tissier and Darren Bent. Who else have we got, Welsh? We've got 1, 2, so we've got 6, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 18 and 19. Okay. Danny Welbeck. Welbeck's definitely played in the Champions League, as has Jamie Redknapp, Craig. Ian Wright, I think, will have played Champions League football with Arsenal, wouldn't he? He won the league with Arsenal. Of course he'll have played Champions League football. Be astonished if he hasn't played Champions League football. Julian Joachim. Now, there's a call. Again, he was in the league a long time. Agbonlahor's probably another one by that logic. Joachim spent a long time at Villa. Agbonlahor, by the same logic, I would imagine Agbonlahor's in there. Agbonlahor's 6th. Hey! Okay. One chop. I mean, yeah, definitely didn't play in the Champions League. Darren Huckabee. Yeah, I'm thinking of lower league. Although no, Darren Huckabee I think might have played Champions League with Leeds. He went to Leeds about that time, didn't he? Joachim is 10th. Good shout. Players are nearly out. Well, CSKA Sofia's players are back out on the pitch. Derry's players are just coming out. Ian Wright left the season after they won it. Ian Wright only won 1 league title with Arsenal. Is that true? Again, that does shock me. That is very surprising. Yeah, they were in the UEFA Cup. July 98, he moved to West Ham. Alright, well, there you go. He might have played in the Champions League, maybe for Celtic. Maybe for Celtic he did. Ian Wright is 7th. Oh, well, there you go. 11th, 13th, 14th, 16th, 18th and 19th left to go. You might as well put us out of our misery, Welsh. Second half about to kick off. Derry about to get us underway. Michael Forsell. Go on, who have you got, Welsh? Paolo Di Canio. Di Canio definitely played in it, didn't he? I'm sure he did for Celtic. He played in it maybe for... he played for Milan. Did he play for Milan, Di Canio? Definitely played it for a couple of big teams in Italy where I would have been surprised if he didn't make Champions League football. Jerome. Cameron Jerome is 11th. Shane Long is 13th. What were the others? 14th, 16th, 18th and 19th. Yeah, Di Canio bounced around a little bit as a player. He was at Milan, he was at Napoli, played for Lazio, played for Celtic, played for Juventus. There you go, first yellow card of the game. I think Martino's just been booked. Ball whipped in from the right-hand side. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Derry. There you go. It's 1-0. They're in front on the night. They're level. Absolute howler from the keeper. The keeper's screaming at the referee. But it's 1-0. Who cares? And they're straight up the other end. Chapman with the finish. They're surrounding the referee, the Bulgarians. They're not happy at all. The ball gets played in from the free kick. It gets headed back across the face of goal. Chapman knocks it in. And it's 1-0. 3-3 on aggregate. Here we go. Great header. Ellis Chapman. I think this might be his debut. Is it his debut? I think it might be. I'm pretty sure it's his debut for Derry City. Scores on his debut, the lad. Go on. Go on, sunshine. No, it's not, because he played against Sofia last week. It's his home debut. It's his home debut. Oh, don't tell me the referee's going to rule this out. No, goal given. It was VAR checked, but goal stands. Kevros Dino, come on the lads, get in, can't get it on the telly. Honestly, brilliant, absolutely brilliant goal. Right, let's change the headline back. Just so people, if they do want to watch it, they can watch it. 14th was Zamora. 16th was Chris Wood. 18th Jones. 19th Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney has scored more Premier League goals than Tony Cottee. You are having a laugh. That was the quiz. That was the halftime quiz anyway. Cheers, Welsh. As always, mega appreciated, mate. Top 20 Premier League goal scorers who never played in the Champions League. We had Tony Cottee, Troy Deeney, Kenwyn Jones, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Chris Wood, Anichebe, Bobby Zamora, Shane Long, James Beattie, Cameron Jerome, Julian Joachim, Duncan Ferguson, Peter Odinwingie, Ian Wright, Gabby Agbonlahor, Dion Dublin, Kevin Davis, Kevin Phillips, Matt Letitia, Darren Bent. There you go. And it's a free kick, edge of the box, to CSKA Sofia. Brilliant quiz that, Welsh. Thank you, sir. Did that Juninho for Borough play Champions League? Yes, he would have done. He played, I think, for Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. But also, more importantly, he didn't score that many in the Premier League. But he was a very good player. Free kick, here we go. Outside the box, Mayer has to get his wall right. It's Panayotov, who's over it. It might be Godoy who takes it. Strike! Miles wide. Comfortably wide. Guess that defending smells like Derry. Very much so. Wasn't very good from CSKA. The goalkeeper was crying, having a whinge that, oh, that's not good. Mayer's down. Might need to be a change here. Just off that goal kick, Mayer has pulled something. Don't know if he's rolled his ankle. Oh, he's limping. This is bad. Yeah, there might need to be a change for Derry. He's having a wave to the bench. Just a heads up, by the way, Derry did bring on at half-time. Nick Twisk came on for Santos, who, to be honest, has been, in my opinion, I would say Santos has been Derry's best player in that first half. Down that left-hand side, he's been fantastic. Created the 2 big chances in the game for Derry. He's come off, and they've put Twisk on. But Mayer looks like he might have to come off, and it's going to have to be one of the young lads on the bench, maybe. Callister and Norcott. Callister's made one solitary appearance for Derry at 20 years of age. And Tom Norcott has come in on loan from Reading. Again, yet to play a game for Derry. So they've got a young goalkeeper in from Reading. Oh, that's another big chance. How have they kept this? Honestly, how Derry are only 1-0 up here. They should be an absolute bare minimum. Bare minimum 2-3-0. Oh, it's a terrible finish. Again at the back stick. Who is it who misses that? I think it's Duffy again. Cotter with a fabulous... Duffy's missed two sitters tonight. Cotter's done really well down the right-hand side there. Puts the ball in. Duffy misses it. Good ball in. Oh, and just over his own crossbar from the CSKA defender, Panayotov. It's going to be a corner kick, is it? Corner kick. He's only back. We need him. Yeah, well, it's looking like he's... Oh, that was poor defending from CSKA. Ball got whipped in from Cotter on the right-hand side and just unorthodox defending. Shanks it over his own crossbar for another Derry corner. Trented says, do you think Argentina will get kicked out? No. Why should they get kicked out? Don't see a reason they should get kicked out. Corner whipped in. Oh, and again, just about scrambled away by Sofia. It was a bit of mayhem in the 6-yard box for a moment there. And CSKA knocking it long into the far corner. It's going to be a throw into CSKA. Oh, and they've taken it quickly. And they're in the area. And this is dangerous. Good defending. Very good defending at the back from McLean. Puts it out safe for a throw-in. CSKA have been awful in this match. Don't know much about them. I mean, CSKA, you would think, would have presented more of a challenge in this game for Derry. They absolutely haven't been at their best. No. They finished 4th last year in the Bulgarian league, although they did win the Bulgarian Cup, which is basically what gets them into the Europa League. They won the Bulgarian Cup, but they finished 4th. They also had 3 managers last season. They're almost the Bulgarian version of Nottingham Forest, CSKA Sofia. They started with Dusan Kirkes, who was manager until the 19th of September. They appointed Valentin Iliev, and he was manager for just a week before they replaced him with the current coach, Hristo Yanev, who's been a bit of a journeyman, really. Bounced around a little bit. But yeah, last season, Last season didn't go quite as planned. Nathan, do you think Spain will win? Yes, I do. I do think Spain win. Ferencvaros have gone in front against Vojvodina as well, for those who are thinking or interested in watching that. Branimir says CSKA last season was 14th in Bulgaria when Yanev come in and he changed the team. Oh, well, hey, I stand corrected then. He's done very well. He's done very well then, if that was the case. I know they obviously sacked Dusan Kerkez early in the season. Wasn't going quite so well. And this is actually the first time that CSKA Sofia are back in Europe. It's quite a big deal for CSKA Sofia. It's the first time they are back in a UEFA competition for 3 years. They've had a 2-year hiatus. Normally a sort of common fixture, I guess, in UEFA club competitions. But they've been out for a while. Trent, are you gutted for England? No, not at all, mate. I don't really care about England going out, or it doesn't really matter to me. Do you do watch-alongs from Europe leagues and around the world, Key? Yes. Yeah, we did the Argentinian league last season. We did the Finnish league, the Icelandic league. You have to stay creative when there's not games on. You've got to try and find games. So yeah, we always try to find a game. We had a very long running streak, pretty much from about the start of November, maybe no, actually when it was the last international break, wasn't it? Was it October, November time? After that last international break, we went all the way through to the end of the season, and didn't miss a day, didn't miss a single day to the end of the season. So it was a good 6 months. Yes, Mick, how's it going? How are you feeling about Everton this season? Do you think they'll put England into the final and kick out Argentina? Why would they kick out Argentina? Are we still on for the Premier League Fantasy League? I mean, we can do. I'm game for it. I probably won't play, I'll be honest. I might put a team in, but I'll be dead honest. It's absolutely pointless me playing, because I'll pick a team and I won't do it. I absolutely won't do it. It's under investigation. I guarantee you it's not under investigation for FIFA to kick them out. There's no way FIFA kick Argentina out. That's not going to happen. It would be madness if they did. Is James McLean playing for Derry? No, he's not. He's on the bench. He's back at Derry at the ripe old age of 37 years of age. Madstopia, evening all. Nice to have club football back. Yes, good to see you, mate. How's it going? Derry 1-0 up against CSKA, and it's been a good game. Enjoyed this one. CSKA probably not giving the best account of themselves, but Derry probably disappointed. I think if you're a Derry fan, you're probably disappointed that they're only 1-0 up. They've hit the post. Duffy's missed a couple of sitters. And O'Reilly with a fresh air shot in the first half. Great run from Santos down the left-hand side. Derry 1-0 up, yeah. Derry's 1-0 up, mate. Header from Ellis Chapman just after half-time. It's 3-3 on aggregate. They're 1-0 up on the night. They've somehow dragged it back to... Why has the game been stopped here? I'm not entirely sure why the game's been stopped. Are we on... Is it a hydration break here or what? Jimbo, are you from St. Helens? Yes, that's where I grew up, mate, yes. Ken, the producer. Hello, bro. Greetings from Cameroon. Yes. Lots of love to Cameroon. My father-in-law's from Cameroon. Well, French Cameroon. But he's yeah. His dad's from Cameroon. He's been to Cameroon. His family's from Cameroon. My father-in-law's from Cameroon. I'm claiming it. Balls to it. Half-time, Connors Key losing 1-0. What is going on in this game? They're just showing the goal back. Floated over to the far post. Do you know what? I reckon in the World Cup that goal gets disallowed. Branimir says, I'm a CSKA fan. If CSKA play awful in defence, maybe Derry will continue. Do you think it was a foul on the goalkeeper? Should the goalkeeper have done better there? I think in the World Cup that goal gets disallowed. Because as the ball gets floated over, Evtimov, the goalkeeper, comes out to claim it. He comes out to try and claim it. And there's kind of a... Is there a barge? I guess there's not. I guess he's just kind of holding his ground, isn't he? But I think in the World Cup that one might have gone to VAR. Do you love Cameroon? I absolutely love Cameroon, yes. I've been cooked many a Cameroonian dish by my father-in-law. Yes, lots of love to Cameroon. Tom, I didn't expect Szoboszlai to sign a new deal. Fair play, future captain. Not for me. Not for me. What happened for it to be interrupted? I have no idea. There's nothing been said on commentary. There is no audio. It's just the game. They're just showing the highlights of the game back. But as it stands, the game is stopped. And it says that it's been stopped due to riots. Interrupted due to fan riots. According to what I'm reading here, the game has been stopped due to some disturbances in the crowd. And the CSKA players have gone over, I think, to their sets of fans on the far side. There's only 6,000 here, 6,500 there or thereabouts at the stadium here in Derry, and there's an interruption in the game. The game has been stopped. It's not the Derry. It's the Derry players who've gone over to their fans to have a chat to them. There's a big segment of the stadium that separates the CSKA fans who are right in that top right-hand corner. And yeah, there's police over there. There's all sorts going on. So it has been a bit of a kick-off. Derry 1-0 up, but it has been stopped due to fan disturbances. A riot in the corner between the Derry fans and the CSKA fans. Riot sounds about right. Could be young ultras. Possibly. Actually, from what I'm seeing here now, it could be. Oh. Seems to be a big... It almost looks like there's a parachute in the stands. I don't know if someone's landed in the stands. Something's happened, because there's a load of stewards in the stands, and they were pulling off what looked like some sort of a tarpaulin. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's because that's what happens, isn't it? They have a tarpaulin over the seats that stops people climbing over the seats. Maybe the tarpaulin has been pulled and the fans have kind of... Could be. Maybe. Who knows? I've no idea. But there is something of a riot going on here. That's why we've got a stoppage in the game. I'll let you know as soon as it restarts. What game are you watching? I am watching Derry City 1, CSKA Moscow 0, 3-3 on aggregate, 63 minutes on the clock, but the game has been stopped for the last 5 minutes or so due to a riot in the stands. Thoughts on Barcola potentially joining Liverpool? I think it's a terrible idea. I don't want him anywhere near Liverpool. Thoughts on Greenwood to Fenerbahce? Again, yeah. No surprise, I guess. He's never coming back to England, is he? So he's just going to move around Europe, and he's been at Marseille for a bit. There's talks of him going to Roma. Fenerbahce have got him. Fenerbahce pay big money. So, no surprise, yeah. Do you think Argentina are cheating? No. Argentina aren't cheating. They haven't cheated at all. Rodgers would be a bench player for Arsenal, surely, he says Reese. I don't think you're spending 100 million on a bench player. Yeah, it's definitely the fans. There's been some sort of a coming together with the fans. I thought for a second that there might be like a health emergency. Maybe some poor fella's gone down or poor lady's gone down with, some sort of illness that sometimes does stop a game. But no, it's quite clear. It's the CSKA fans in the corner. There are easily 30 stewards over there trying to kind of push them back into the corner. The CSKA fans all pointing over at the Derry fans vice versa pointing back at them. Well, the game's been delayed for a second here. It looks like all the players have gone off the pitch. They're obviously trying to sort this out. This could drag on for a little while, folks. Local radio saying violence, not Derry fans' fault. Hey, I'm not apportioning blame. I have no idea. I have as much idea as you guys. It's just that I'm seeing it. I'm witnessing. There's some sort of a disturbance. There's a shed load of stewards in that far corner. There's police over there. And that's obviously the area where the Derry fans and the CSKA fans are separated by a big chunk of seats. Something's happened there. Swifty Barcola isn't worth the fee being talked about. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. Started when Derry scored. Well, the players are now back out on the pitch, and there is an attempt to get the game back underway. Ollie Marley, wonder how many friendlies you're going to be doing next week, Key? Not that many, mate. Really not that many. We've obviously got the World Cup third place playoff and the World Cup final. We're also going to be doing Sturm Graz against Hearts in the Champions League. We're going to be doing watch-alongs for all the big British teams in Europe. As many as we can, obviously. We'll have to pick. If they're all on at the same time, we'll have to do a game that we pick. I don't know. Local radio could be biased. I'm not. They might be right. They probably are. I don't know. I'm just saying I have no horse in the race and I don't know. It could. I don't want to sit here and say it was definitely the Derry fans' fault or it was definitely the... I don't know. I have no idea. Go for Ryan instead of Barcola, I think, Key. Ryan would make a lot more sense. I'd agree with that, but he's also, again, only very new to the Premier League. I can understand why. We might not go for him. But yes, I'm obviously... Listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. If you're new to the channel, I'm a Liverpool fan. We will be covering the Liverpool-friendly watch-alongs. We've got Leeds, Wrexham, Sunderland, Como, Monaco... I'll be covering those, but we're also going to be doing Hearts home and away in the Champions League. Next week, they play Sturm Graz in the first and the second leg of the Champions League qualifiers. Listen, Derry, if they get through to the next round, hopefully they do, then we'll cover one of the Europa League games for Derry as well. So we'll be there for Derry in the next round if they're there. Carl says, Key, do you reckon it's going to continue to be a quiet market for Liverpool? Well, that's up to Liverpool. If Liverpool make it a quiet market, then as far as I'm concerned, we only have ambitions for Europa League and maybe Conference League ourselves next season, because there's no chance we're going to be top 5, top 6 without spending a considerable amount of money again. That's the reason why Arne Slot was sacked, because we didn't have a squad good enough. They let him down, and we'll probably let Iraola down as well. Cheers, 3-star. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you're new around here, if we're just waiting for the game, while we're waiting for the game to get back underway, if you're enjoying the coverage, if you're enjoying the great community of people we've got here in the chat, lots of people from around the world who all support different clubs, and we just love watching football together. And we watch different leagues, different teams from around the world. Every single day. We did 500 watch-alongs in 2025. The game stopped, Thibaut, because of violence or a riot in the stands. The referee's just having a word with the two captains. I think just to say, listen, we're going to try and get the game underway. There's another half hour to go, but we're going to try and just get this game done quickly. Otherwise, there's going to be another riot in the corner. Never mind a hydration break at the World Cup. It's a violence break in Derry, CSKA. Nick says Saliba subbed, France lose, Rice subbed, England lose. And Saliba's out for 5 months, Nick. What do you think of that? Saliba out for between 4 and 5 months. Wow. Bro, praying for Arsenal's season to start up again. Oh, yeah, mate, I wouldn't go as far as Arsenal's season, but I'm praying for the Premier League season to come back. Definitely. Definitely. Wrong, that's total unsubstantiated rumours. Well, it's come from L'Equipe in France. Arsenal expecting to have him out for 4 to 5 months, according to L'Equipe. It's been reported today. He's having back surgery. It's a long-standing issue. And they're going to get it done at the start of the season. They're not expected for him to be back by Christmas. Thibaut, supporter of Derry or CSKA for violence. There's nobody knows. Nobody knows who caused the violence, just that there was an issue between the fans. Johanna Castillo, what score for the final? I think Spain 2-0. German press not surprised by Tuchel failure last night. Honestly, I'll stay with what I said, which is England should not have, and I would go with this with any country. No country, no national side should have a foreign manager. There's a reason why no foreign manager has ever won the World Cup. Shouldn't happen. It's our best against their best. If you can't win it with your best, you don't win it at all. Thomas Tuchel should not be England manager. Don't matter. Even if Pep Guardiola's available. Best manager in the world at the minute, maybe, some would say. No, I don't want him either. I would much rather Eddie Howe or Frank Lampard than Pep Guardiola. For the simple fact, he's English. And I would say the same with every other country as well. There's a reason. Look at the two countries in the final. Luis de la Fuente. He's not got a great coaching record, has he? But he's the Spanish manager. Lionel Scaloni, again, not a great coaching record, but he's Argentinian. This is what it's about. What about Gerrard? I'd take Gerrard. Gerrard, Lampard, Scott Parker, Eddie Howe, Rob Edwards, Gary O'Neill maybe wouldn't be a bad shout. I even think Sean Dyche, genuinely. And I know people might laugh about that. Whoa, oh, hey, CSKA Sofia players now getting a little bit shirty. Couple of changes, by the way, for CSKA. They've taken off the danger man Godoy, who's been god-awful this game. He's not done anything up front. He's gone off for Joel Zwarts, and Petko Panayotov, the centre-back, has gone off for James Eto'o. Cameroonian James Eto'o has come on. It's not coming home. Very clever. Very, very clever. Rob, Gerrard can't. He's Scouse, not English. And yeah, and that would present a problem as well. Maybe for uniting the country, it has to be maybe a Lampard or a Scott Parker or a Gary O'Neill or whoever. What's up, friendos? Yes, Mercury. Good to see you, mate. Very good. Derry just holding their position. This is better football from CSKA. Nice one-touch stuff, but Derry win it back. It's now Cotter down the right-hand side. He's got Duffy with him. Good defending. Swifty never expected England to win the World Cup. It was the manner of defeat last night that angered me. That was the same for everyone. I'd agree with that. Key must be buzzing after the Argentina win last night. Buzzing. Sean Dyche as England manager. I'm supporting San Marino. I'm telling you, it's coming. Long ball, and they're in. Sofia, oh my God, they've equalised. It's an absolute disaster. It's an absolute disaster for Derry. Oh, that's a shocker. It's a long ball out of nowhere. Oh no. Just a long, straight ball. The easiest sort of ball to defend. And they let it bounce. It's the cardinal sin. They let it bounce. And it bounces big over the top of the centre-back. The keeper comes rushing out. I've no idea what Mayer's doing here. Absolutely no idea. And it's a goal for Pittas, the guy who scored 2 in the first leg. He's got another one. Long ball forward. Oh, it's a shocking bit of defending. It really is. Truly, truly shocking from Grogan and McLean. Not good enough. Grogan and McLean have had a disaster there for Derry. And Ioannis Pittas. Oh, that's so bad. They run into each other. Grogan and McLean just run into each other. But it's a long ball from the goalkeeper. It's a nothing ball. It's dead easy to defend. Long ball forward. Grogan and McLean just running straight into each other. And Ioannis Pittas just goes straight beyond him. It bounces past him. The keeper, what is Mayer doing as well? It's poor. It's so poor. Derry have not gone 5 at the back, have they? Not quite. Whoa! And now there's a Derry player down and there might be a yellow card. Yep, there is. Yep. Little throw of an arm out there, I think. It is starting to get a bit feisty, this. Theodore Ivanov, the CSKA defender, just threw an arm out into the face. It was a long ball up the touchline. Oh, it's a bit more of a shoulder, I guess. It wasn't an arm, it was a shoulder to the face. And it's a free kick for Derry. Bradley, am I missing something? Or have you lot barely signed anyone? Only Munoz and Jacke. Yeah, only Munoz and Jacke. Jacke we got in January, and he stayed out at Rennes. Great ball in. Oh, big save. How's that stayed out? Oh, another big moment. Derry play the ball in. A lovely little flick on at the near post. And somehow, I don't know how, Evtimov, the goalkeeper, keeps it out at the second time of asking. Sofia driving forward again. Spain-Argentina ends in an Argentina win. What's your opinion? No, Spain win for me. Quite comfortably. Quite comfortably. Mercury says Derry are the Irish champions, I guess. No, not quite, mate. They finished second behind Shamrock Rovers. CSKA in again. Could be 2. Oh, he's just dragged it wide. He was offside. Oh, again. Ioannis Pittas again. I think. Or was it? No, I think it was Schwartz, actually. It was the substitutes. Joel Schwartz, the Dutchman. Ran onto this one, left-footed, just drags it wide of the far post. Should score. Really should score. One-on-one with the keeper. And do you know what? Both teams have had their chances in this game. George, how are you, Key? My mental health has taken a big dip due to the manner of our departure. At least we've got the third place banter playoff. George, mate, I love you to bits, mate. The biggest mistake you can make in life, don't tie your own mental health to a bunch of foreign, overpaid millionaires who don't know who you are and don't care about you, mate. Trust me. Don't attach your mental health to these guys. Worst thing you can do. Look after yourself. We'll be here for you as well every day, you know that. But look after yourself. Don't be focusing on... Don't let it peak and trough due to... That's the worst thing you can do. You can be attached to the game, you can love the game, but don't let it determine whether or not your weekend's an up or a down. Shahid, definitely I want Spain to win the World Cup. I think Spain will win it. Kubo Nunn, go on Sofia. Well, it's still 1-1. It's 4-3 to Sofia on aggregate. It's another yellow card. Grogan's been booked. The referee's getting very card happy in the last 5 minutes. Pittas is our best player at the moment. Well, he's done well, hasn't he? Ioannis Pittas for sure. He's been very important. Scored 2 last week in the first leg. And he's just got 1 in the second. Okay, says, are these qualifiers worth watching? Are they fun to watch? Well, I mean, it depends how much you love football, mate. If you love football as much as we do here at the Matchday Tavern, then yes. I love it. I love watching it. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I enjoy watching all types of football. Sometimes it's a dull and boring 0-0, but you can never predict that. This one's not, though. This one's been a bit end-to-end. I think it's been a good game. Derry have missed some right sitters. CSKA have just missed a sitter themselves through Schwartz. And it's a corner to CSKA. Summertime, need another goal. Chimey, words of wisdom from Key. Modern day Mandela, this lad. That's true, though. It's very true. Nations League coming soon at least. It ain't... Oh, swerve the Nations League. Jesus Christ. Thoughts on the Areola appointment? I don't think it's a smart move. I would have kept Slot. But what do I know? Yeah, I would have kept Slot. I like Areola. He's a good manager. But I don't think it makes a huge difference to Liverpool. Unless we're prepared to... actually back the manager, which we didn't do with Slot. Mercury says, did you see anything about us signing that Greek player? Yeah, Christos Solis from Club Bruges. He's the Leandro Trossard replacement for Arsenal. About 30 million quid, former Norwich player. He's not a bad player, Solis. He's a good player, but again, I'm not sure 30 million's there. Gina Biggs, can't you show us your screen you're watching? I'm sorry, I can't. I'd love to. Believe me, viewers and subscribers would go through the roof. Believe me, nothing would give me greater pleasure. But if I do, channel gets banned. Overnight, kaput, gone. So, I'm watching it. I can tell you what's happening broadly. If there's anything big, Derry down the left-hand side, good football. CSKA... win it back. No, it's all a bit feisty in the middle. And the referee is going to stop it for a free kick again. There's lots of complaints to them. It's very stop-start at the minute. Lots of fouls. Ref's got his cards out every 5 minutes. All the players, both sets of players, going to the ref and complaining about the treatment that they're getting. Obviously, there's been... the game stopped for around about 10 minutes or so due to violence in the stands. And... it's looking like there's violence on the pitch at the minute as well. Derry down the left-hand side. We've got 6 minutes of added... well, 6 minutes plus injury time, which you would imagine would be a considerable amount after the stoppage. After the match got delayed due to fan violence, you would have to hope there'll be at least maybe 10 minutes. My goodness me! Oh my God, it's very nearly a goal from his own half. What a goal that would have been. CSKA Sofia player spots Mayer off his line, miles off his line. He stood outside the penalty area. And honestly, this is about 20 yards in his own half. And he goes for the shot. What a strike that was. Absolutely fantastic strike. I think the CSKA Sofia coach has been sent to the stands, or at the very least, he's got a telling off there. But what an effort that was. Comfortably lobbed. Mayer and Derry City very nearly with 5-3 down on aggregate there. And that might have been one of the best goals I've ever seen. Genuinely might have been one of the best. Never mind Beckham against Wimbledon or Alonso against Newcastle. That was further out than both of them. CSKA drive forward with Eto. Edge of the box. Cheers for the follow, Jake. Strike from distance. Again, just every second ball seems to be falling to CSKA at the minute. Not what Derry need. They really need to be starting to get the foot on the ball a little bit and just keep hold of it for 5 minutes. They keep giving it away so cheaply, so needlessly. CSKA have it on the far side. Can they kill the game off? God, defending again at the back. It needs to be. It's very scrappy from Derry to just try and scramble it away, but it keeps coming back at him. This is reminiscent of the England-Argentina game last night. Derry, who need a goal, with 4 minutes to go plus injury time, they retreated. They're on the edge of their own box. CSKA drive forward. Great run. Strike. Oh, just wide. Goal kick. Otic says goal for CSKA. Who was it by? It was by Ioannis Pittas, the guy who scored two in the first leg, has scored again in the second. Rice says, why are you watching this game? Very random. We watch a game every day, mate. That's what we do on this channel. That's the one promise. Certainly during the season anyway. Off season it's a little bit harder, but we watch a game every single day during the season. When it's pre-season like this, you know, you kind of have to scramble around a bit and try and find some games. Tomorrow there really is only a pre-season friendly between El Dense of La Liga 2 and Millwall. Two second division teams in from England and Spain in a friendly. So we're not going to do that one. I think that would be scraping the barrel. But I've really enjoyed watching the Europa League qualifiers and the Conference League and Champions League qualifiers. Joe, can you do more Bundesliga this season? I don't really remember any last season. To be honest, mate, one of the reasons I didn't do Bundesliga as much last season was because it was being covered by Goldbridge. And it just doesn't, like, you're just not going to benefit in any way, shape or form. The channel doesn't grow in any meaningful way when it's German football because of the fact of there's a deal there in place. And if Goldbridge is showing it, then I just don't, yeah. I mean, if he's not showing it and it's on telly, yeah, I'll watch it. And there's nobody else. I'm absolutely game to watch it, but Goldbridge and the overlap, especially the overlap, are garbage. Listen, I have no problem with any of them. I just, for me, it's very, very difficult to watch without. If other people have got the actual game being broadcast during the watch along. You only did Fridays. All right, okay. Well, hey, listen, you know me. I'm game to watch any league. I love watching any league. Is it going to be a tie? Well, it's looking like it, yes. It's 90th minute. There's going to be a lot of added time. There's going to be at least 10 minutes, I would think, of added time. Derry won, CSKA won. CSKA with a strike from a free kick. Good save from Mayer. Straight down his throat. It was about 40 yards out. Silly to shoot there, really. Charmy, we need some Brasileiro action. The league is amazing to watch. Do you know what? I was considering doing some Brazil games last season. Because there was a couple that was... I think Santos were playing at about 9 o'clock one night. So we might do. Maybe we will. It's going to be a corner to Derry. This is a big chance. Big chance. Now, how many minutes? How many minutes have they got? 17. Is it 17? 17 minutes of added on time. Hey, love that. Lots of minutes added on at the end of this game. Derry won, CSKA won. 4-3 to CSKA on aggregate. We've got 17 minutes of added on time as the game was stopped around the hour mark due to fan violence in the stands. Here we go. Couple of changes for Derry. Grogan, who's on a yellow card, is off. Jamie Stott comes on. And it's going to be another change again for Derry. Who else is coming on? Dummigan has come on for Olayinka. And somehow, I didn't even see it by the way earlier, but Jean-Philippe Gabamin has somehow made his way onto the pitch. Former Everton star signing, Jean-Philippe Gabamin, is playing for CSKA Sofia. Derry in the box. Headed away, scrambled away by Sofia. Another 16 minutes to go. CSKA Sofia in the box at the other end. Chance. Oh, just again. Couldn't quite get his foot to it. And the keeper collects it. Mayer throws it out. 17 minutes. Crazy. Yeah, that's what you get for the fan stoppage. Now Derry down the left-hand side with Fleming. Oh, that's great football. Wonderful football. CSKA win it back. This real scrap. Whoa! And it's a big kick-off. There's a few players that jumped in. And I don't think Clark's very happy. James Clark dove in a little bit needlessly there, and the Sofia players down. Rodriguez screaming at the referee for a yellow card. What's this? The referee's got something in his hand here. Has something been thrown onto the pitch, maybe? Something thrown onto the pitch. The referee's just gone and handed it to the fourth official. That's going to go in the report. Don't know what it was. I don't know where it came from. Whether it came from the Derry fans or the Sofia fans. But either way, it was on the pitch. Brendan, Derry v CSKA, now we're talking. Forget Messi fancied, and this is football. Proper football. With proper fans. With riots in the stands that cause a 17 minutes added on at the end of the game. Ha ha ha. Pumped long from the CSKA keeper. This is better from Derry. Come on. Come on. Last 14. Let's have one final goal. They look tired, CSK. They look like the race is run. There's another goal in this for Derry, I'm sure. That's a foul, referee. And it is. It's going to be a free kick to Derry. That 30-minute halftime show is an absolute joke for Sunday. It's exceeded UEFA rules apparently, but still going ahead. Yeah, I think they're going to pay the fine, aren't they? There's a rule about whether or not they're able to do that, but yeah, they're going to pay a fine for exceeding the rules of the game. Facundo Rodriguez booked by the referee for CSKA Sofia. Mem says, what's your opinion? Who do you think's been England's worst ever manager? Steve McLaren. Definitely Steve McLaren. Here we go. Free kick for Derry. Another 12 minutes to go in this game. It's astonishing that we're 5 minutes into injury time. There's still another 12 to go. Punted into the box. Ev Timov with a big claim. And that's a bad ball in. Fabio Capello, in my opinion. Oh, he's paid a lot of money. Didn't really achieve all that much with the so-called golden generation. Madonna and Shakira singing. Yeah, Justin Bieber's apparently singing in the World Cup final as well. Thomas Tuchel not far off, exactly. George says, who asked for the halftime show in the World Cup final? I mean, that's kind of what you get when you get it. When it gets given to America and Canada and Mexico, it's always going to be sensationalist when the final's being hosted in the US. We learned that from USA 94. If you ever saw Diana Ross try and take a penalty in the opening show for the US 94, that told you everything about what we was expecting to see here. Corner to Derry again, headed behind by Eto'o. That's James Eto'o, by the way, not Samuel Eto'o. I don't believe there is any relation. They are both Cameroonian, but I don't believe there is any relation for James Eto'o, the CSKA Sofia player, and Samuel Eto'o, one of the best Cameroonian players of all time. Here we go, corner for Derry, whipped in, big header, oh, again. Second touch needed on that one. Great run. Can he keep it in? What a run this is. Oh, just over the crossbar. Clark again. He's been really good since he come on, the young lad. Feisty. And it's going to be a corner, I think, as well. Did it get a touch from the keeper? Absolutely danced through there, James Clark. And it is a touch from the keeper. The referee gives another corner. Here we go, another corner for Derry. 10 minutes to save the Europa League season. Can Derry stay in Europe and force extra time? Ball whipped in. Headed on and cleared away just about by CSKA. But it's going to come back at him. It's gone all the way back to Mayer. Key, do you think Pickford will be in net for the Euros or will it be Trafford? I mean, I'll be honest, if Pickford's in net for the Euros, then something has gone dreadfully wrong for England. Shahid says, Derry, to be fair, have been excellent tonight. I think they've given a good account of themselves. And the only thing I would say is if you're a Derry fan, I think you'd have to look back and you'd be really disappointed by how poor the finishing has been tonight. You know, I think Duffy has missed 2 absolute sitters. But the one for O'Reilly in the first half, oh. Duffy hit the post and he sort of scissor kicked one wide when it was maybe easier for him to hit the target. Those are the 2 big ones for him. But yeah, O'Reilly in the first half. Santos did a great job, pulled the ball across, and he was basically in the 6-yard box. He's stretching a little bit, but if he gets a touch on it, it's in. And it's such a big moment. Admittedly, they then go on and score anyway through Chapman, but you know they've definitely missed chances tonight, Derry, and they'll also probably look at the goal themselves that they've conceded. The goal they conceded from Ioannis Pittas, just a long straight ball. That's the worst type of goal. If you're a coach, if you're a manager, or just if you're a defender, you're looking at your 2 centre-backs, a big long ball coming over. You've got 2 centre-backs and 1 centre-forward for CSKA. One of them centre-backs has got to go and win it. And somehow, inexplicably, they end up running into each other. They run into each other. Ioannis Pittas runs through, clean on goal, on his own, and lobs it over Mayer. Just a mad, mad goal to concede. And yeah, you'd be disappointed if you're Derry. But listen, it is what it is. This is where they are now. There's 100 minutes were on the clock. There's 17 minutes of added time was given. There's another 7 minutes to go at least. Corner for Derry. I think we've got I think we've got a good finish here. I'm telling you, I think there's going to be another goal. I think Derry have got an equaliser in them. If they score, they force extra time. We'd go to 4-4 on aggregate. Take it easy, 3-star. Here's Derry down the left-hand side. Better. Here's Clark. Out to Fleming. It's going to be another corner to Derry. They're getting to the point now where the goalkeeper might think about coming forward. Branimir, this can't happen in professional football. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, if Derry do equalise, it's going to... There might be another violent overpouring from the fans in the corners. You know, there was issues earlier in the game when Derry scored. Great turn. It's going to be a free kick, is it? Yep, free kick to Derry. Free kick right on the goal line, basically. It's going to be effectively a corner kick, but a little bit further in. Cotter fouled by Jordão. Again, another player who scored last week. Joe says Newcastle in talks with Brighton goalkeeper Rushworth to replace Pope, and for Jowan to solidify his place as the number 2. Jowan's not going to be number 2. Surely number 1. Surely you meant number 1 there. William Slane, what's the score? The score is Derry 1, CSKA Sofia 1, 4-3 on aggregate. Should I back CSKA? No, absolutely not. I mean, to qualify, maybe. But no, if there's going to be a goal scored in the final 6 minutes here, it's only coming from Derry. I don't see CSKA scoring. I've been wrong before, it's totally up to you. But so far, it's all Derry in the last 6 minutes here. Ball whipped in, big chance. Oh, CSKA clear it away again. It's all pressure from Derry here. Derry need the goal, CSKA don't. CSKA, as it stands, are going through. What a ball that is! Oh, again, just getting... do you know what? The centre-backs for CSKA, Ivanov and Rodriguez, they've been absolute warriors, to be fair to him. And Clark is just brought down there by Eto. Was it Eto? Oh no, it's Sensi. Sorry, Sensi's got a booking as well. Just ran into him. That was basically a rugby tackle. Dirty tactics from Sofia here at the minute. Just anything to stop the game. Stefano Sensi booked, the Italian. Former Inter player. You might remember Stefano Sensi from his time at Inter Milan. Right, free kick. Duffy's going to take it. The skipper, Duffy, right-footed. Big deflection. Far post. Oh, has that stayed out? Again, another big save from Evtimov. And somehow it's gone behind for a goal kick. How's that? Oh, just terrible. Big chance at the back stick. It was a lovely ball in from Duffy. Took a big deflection. Somehow ended up looping up. Does he give a foul? Oh, he's give a foul. That's why. It wasn't a goal kick. It would have been a corner. But I think he's give a foul for... I think it was McLean at the back stick. Climbing. It was one of them where he's kind of like pushing down on the shoulders of the CSKA Sofia defender. So referee gives a free kick. Last 3 minutes. They're in the area. Oh, that's a big chance. Is that a penalty maybe? No, big save from Evtimov. Oh, it's a cracking strike. Clark's working wonders down that left side since he's come on. Clark's done really well. Plays the ball into Duffy. Duffy gets a strike on it here, and Senti, it looked like Senti might have just nicked him as he strikes it. He's falling. It's one of them where he's falling as he hits it. It's going in the top corner, and it's like a big palm finger save from Evtimov, the CSKA Sofia goalkeeper. It's another Derry corner. No penalty. Corner for Derry. Whipped in. Sofia clear it away again. 2.5 minutes left. Christ, I'm not a Derry fan and I'm agonising as well. I'm worried for him. Carl says Arsenal, City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham. Top 6 in that order. Wouldn't rule Villa out. Villa are making some moves. Great tackle. Eto's been a real problem for Sofia since he's come on. I don't think he's kept the ball once. And Derry win it back off him again. But they're running out of time, Derry. They're really running out of time. They've not got long left. Maybe 90 seconds or so. Punted long, and it's just a pointless... That's not good enough, and it's going to be a goal kick. Not good enough for Derry. Olayinka is ex-Arsenal Academy. Oh, he's been subbed off now, Olayinka. Obviously scored in the first leg. Goalkeeper is, I think, going to get booked for delay tactics here. Definitely slowing the game down now. Who do you think will win? There's only 60 seconds or so left now. CSKA have just made another change. They've brought on Mohamed Brahimi, just to slow the game down. There's only 60 seconds left. We've had 17 minutes of added on time. Ioannis Pittas, the goal scorer for Sofia, has gone off, and Brahimi has come on. Now Sofia drive forward. Still 1-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate, and Sofia are in again. It's 2. They've nicked it. They've nicked it on the night, and they're through. Derry have fallen to bits. It's a CSKA winner. Oh, it's absolute heartbreak. And do you know what? I can't even really make a case and say that Derry deserve to go through tonight. They've made some really, really poor decisions. And CSKA there at the final moment. It's absolutely shocking defending. Wait till you see this goal. Wait till you see it. It's the young lad who's just come on as well, Brahimi. He's only been on the pitch for 60 seconds and he's scored. Absolute madness from Derry defensively. The 2 goals they've conceded tonight have been abhorrent. Absolutely shocking. Really, really poor defensive work. Calamities at the back. That needs to be worked on. And they've missed some big, big chances as well. But yeah, CSKA fans in the corner, very happy with that one. Just a mad goal. Brahimi picks it up on the right-hand side. Senti plays him in. Good little play right on the touchline, right on the goal line, basically. Skips past a player. He pulls the ball back, and it just takes a couple of deflections. In the end, that's going to go down as an own goal. Surely. I think that's an own goal. I am almost certain that one is going to go down as an own goal from Cotter. Yeah, it is. It's not Brahimi. That's going to be an own goal from Cotter. Yeah. Done. Boxed. Derry City 3. CSKA 5 on aggregate. 2-1 on the night. Sad end to the game for Derry. And I think it's going to... I mean, again, there's issues. I think the game's... There's issues with the fans again in the stands. The game was delayed for 17 minutes earlier. That's why we had a 17-minute injury time. It was delayed due to riots in the stands. It's kicked off again. I think the ref might just call time on this one. They're throwing all sorts on the stands. Not happy. How's it going, Bubblicious? Good to see you. Take it easy, George. Yes, everyone, I'll be back live on Saturday, by the way. I'll be live on Saturday for the World Cup third place playoff, England, France. We'll also be live for the final the day after. And then we'll be live on Tuesday for Sturm Graz against Hearts in the Champions League. Qualifying. Hearts in the Champions League. Are they going to hear that Champions League music at Tynecastle? Love it. Right, the referee's blown full time. CSKA Sofia win on the night. They win on aggregate. I think the smartest thing the referee could do here is just to blow up, to be honest. It's been a bad, ill-tempered game in the stands. Right. Lots of love, everyone. Really appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much. If you're new around here, consider liking and subscribing. If you've not watched us up before on the Matchday Tavern, we cover all sorts of games. We do more watch-alongs than any other channel on YouTube. Lots of love. Really appreciate you, wherever you're watching in the world. Yeah, give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Give us a follow if you're on TikTok or X or Instagram. I'm on all platforms. Key Thomas, the Matchday Tavern. See you soon. Take it easy. Ta-da.